Hi, welcome to Cakes by Kimberly. So this is the breakdown of how I did the rooster cake. The first thing I did was drew basically the outline of what I wanted to do on the back of my parchment paper, and you see here that I am piping over those lines that I've drawn, again on the other side so that I don't have the pencil on the same side that I drew on. And in just a moment you'll see, there it is with my paintbrush, that I'm going in and kind of smearing those lines to give like the feather kind of a gradient look. So I just kind of did that on one side of all of the feathers just to make it look like my rooster. And now I am filling in all of the empty spaces and really the entire thing with white buttercream. And I just used a piping bag to really get into all the crevices because I didn't want to leave any empty spaces on that buttercream transfer where the black wouldn't stick to. So I actually ran out of buttercream and had to stop and make some more buttercream, and that's why you see a little bit of different color variation in the white buttercream there. And then I take my offset spatula and I just kind of smooth out the white buttercream so that it will stick nice and smoothly to my cake. Here I am getting ready to transfer it. My cake has been cooled. I'm getting ready to transfer it to the cake. I had my dad, who was visiting, actually help me to add it to the cake. So you see he's on the other side of the counter there. And we just pick it up, wrap it around, and then I took my fondant smoother and kind of pressed it on. I didn't want to press too hard to smear the black, but I just kind of pressed it into the cake to make sure it was good and firm onto the cake. And then what I did was took it and put it in the refrigerator for about an hour or so, and now I am peeling off that parchment paper to reveal the design underneath. Once that parchment paper comes off, I take I always like to smooth out the edge, which is what you're seeing me do there. But after I do that, I'm going to take a little knife and just kind of cut off the top rough edge to make it level with my flat edge on the top of my cake. As I'm doing that, I actually was just going to go all the way around, and I decided, you know what, I really like the top of those rooster tail feathers. I want to keep those on. So I ended up cutting around those, and I really am so glad that I did that because it made this really cool tail feather kind of stick up over the top of the cake, and it just added a really cool effect that I really liked. And it was totally accidental, so that was a fun surprise. Before I did all that, I made some rice paper sails, and I colored those red and orange to kind of resemble the comb and the beak of a rooster. Again, of course, this is an abstract rooster. But there it is. Please be sure to like and subscribe and follow Cakes by Kimberly on Instagram.